Hi, this is Jennifer Hahn with Ars Technica. I've got my camera, my water, my rain jacket, and I'm ready to go on a Game of Thrones tour.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. My name's Damien Carr. Walking tour guide. I pick groups up. Take a bus load at a time. We'll drive around different locations that are public access where Game of Thrones filmed at, and I'll give them information about the locations, what was filmed there, how it was done, and help them relate what it really looks like to what it looks like on the show, so that they can get a sense that they're actually being a part of it. Other than that, all I do is swing swords and have fun. As you can see, I'm wearing a crew jacket because I obviously worked on the show as part of the Night's Watch through season 5. I grew up in the village of Dundrum and had this wonderful castle, pretty much my back doorstep. Mark, who's keeping an eye on all the weapons at the moment, is my swordmaster. Anyone wants to try on the Hound's helmet, by all means you can. It's simple. Put your foot down like that into the stirrup, turn the catch around so the teeth actually lock in place, make sure you're not on the handle. Lift that up, make sure your fingers are low enough, up your shoulder and bang. Now, please do not load it.
He's in character already.
So from I was fairly young, he taught me the basics of footwork, balance, body mechanics of medieval sword fighting. We specialise in full contact fight demonstrations, doing fight choreography, very similar to what they would use for theatre and TV. So that was my initial background into Game of Thrones within reason, and then applying as an extra on top of that, getting the opportunity to go out and be on the sets. On rare occasion I've got to meet some of the actors to do what I enjoy, because we get brought in for battle scenes and all sorts. So to actually do what I enjoy in front of a camera for the biggest TV show in the world is possibly, I'm lucky to have actually got the opportunities to do what I do.
I met Theon Greyjoy in a nightclub in Belfast one night in the VIP section.
Done one tour as a passenger, and 3 months later was running the tours for him. So it's just using a lot of my knowledge from the show, from the books, because not only I may have been a part of, but I'm also a big fan of it, because it is a fantastic show and a fantastic story. So I relate everything back the way that all the fans love to hear it and love to see it. Everyone's assuming that Jon is part Targaryen because of that, and that's basically because Rhaegar Targaryen stole Lyanna Stark away, and that's why Robert started the rebellion. There was one tour I remember picking up, and it's the only time I've ever seen anyone go super fangirl. This one young girl, I mean, literally was bouncing like this from the moment she saw the jacket. And it's just every time, if we pulled out, we have replica weapons out there from Valyrian steel. One of them's a replica of Jon Snow's sword, Longclaw, another of Robb Stark's sword, and we have a replica of Ned Stark's sword, Ice, as well. And the moment she just seen those, she just fell in love with them. The same as we meet two of the two northern Inuits that were direwolf pups during the sequence where they find the direwolf pups in the show. So we met them earlier in the day as well, and she literally fell in love. She tried to steal one of them.
I'm originally from Bulgaria, but currently I'm based in Oxford. I'm a huge fan of the series. I read the first 3 books when I was 12, 13. I was still in middle school, and when the series were announced, I was super excited. I just got some pictures with some real-life direwolves. The tour is great so far.
The company I work for, we have a bus that picks up in Belfast and comes down to the south side of Belfast to film locations like Castle Ward, Tullymore Forest Park, and Inshabby are 3 of our main locations. We also have another bus comes up from Dublin and does the same tour, so we're covering 2 cities. There are other companies that leave from Belfast and go north up the Antrim coast, and they will visit other areas, the likes of where Pike Harbour was, the caves where Melisandre had her smoke demon baby, Murloc Bay, where Stannis and Renly met for the last time alive, and the Dark Hedges, which is where you see Arya and Gendry escaping from King's Landing with the Night's Watch. Simply went out and got this shot, or should I say the boss did, to boost my ego a bit more, to show you I am the real King of the North, he's the imposter, We'll wait for him to die. I'll come back at some point. I'll take my crown.
Yeah, we're from Manchester.
Manchester, England. No, we haven't read the books, have we? Yeah, it's really good. The guy who's doing the tour, he was an extra in the series, so he's got a lot of background information. Yeah, it's really good.
I know some of the guides on the other tours. There's more than enough to go around. We're competition, but at the same time, we're friends. And we like to sit back, we'll have a couple of drinks and we'll chat away about different things that we do. We generally just have fun with it. And at the end of the day, it's all about the customer experience. As long as these guys out here are having fun, then I'm having fun. The amount of money it's brought into the country through the film work, especially at a point where Game of Thrones came over, we were still in a bit of a recession over here. So it's boosted the media industry tenfold. It's helped get a lot of people who were out of work and who'd wound up out of work, get them back into the system, keep them doing bits and pieces. And then as well with the tour companies jumping onto it as well, that's boosting the tourism side. And through the tours, you're taking bus loads of groups out and you're paying their entrance fees into the different locations. So Castle Ward is the National Trust estate, they get a cut out of that. So it spreads it around the local areas where you're taking the groups to visit as well. So it helps the economy all over.